Hello, welcome to today's Flex and Flow class. My name is Jessica. Today we will work into our flexibility, into opening up our hamstrings, our quadriceps, our psoas. We will move around the mat and create some heat in our body and just feel into fluid movements. You won't need any props necessarily, but if you know that you like to have a strap, for example, for hamstring stretches or for sugarcane, please go ahead and grab your strap. And also if you have blocks in your practice and like to practice a runner stretch, for example, with blocks, please feel free to also use your blocks. And then let's get started and meet me on the mat. Let's start today in a supine posture. Ground down your spine onto your mat. Take a moment here to settle in. Feel your sacrum, your whole spine, your shoulder blades, and your head grounded. Your knees are bent. Your feet are hips wide. We will start with a few hamstring stretches. Bring your hand behind your right thigh. Bend your knee into your chest for a moment. And then straighten your right leg. We go for a few pulses here. Bending, straightening the leg. Opening up our right hamstring. And then keep your right leg straight, flex your right foot, gently pull your right leg towards your chest, but keep your leg straight. If you can't pull your leg too far to your chest, just stay here upright with your leg. For me, it's more important that your leg is straight than how close you can get this to your chest. Take another breath here. Then on your exhale, release and we switch sides. Clasp your hands behind your left thigh. Bend your left knee for a moment into your chest and then straighten your right leg. We go for a few pulses here. Bend and straightening your leg. Notice if this side is different. For example, my left side is much tighter than my right side, which is perfectly normal. Straighten your leg, flex your left foot for a moment. As we have usually two sides, one dominant and one non-dominant side. And this leads to feel differently also in our body. Take a moment here and the opening of your left hamstring. And then on your exhale, release. Cross your ankles and roll over your knees into tabletop position. On tabletop, your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your hips and knees are stacked. We go for a few rounds of cat-cow to wake up our spine. On an inhale, drop your belly, your gaze lifts, draw your shoulder blades to your spine. On an exhale, round your upper body, push through your hands, draw your shoulder blades away from your spine, pull your belly button in. On an inhale, drop your belly, retract your shoulder blades. Exhale, round your upper body, protract your shoulder blades. Take a few rounds here in your own pace, waking up the spine, the whole body. And then we come back to neutral. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg backward, curl to your feet, your toes under of your right foot. Gently rock back and forth for a few times. Feel a nice yummy stretch in your right hamstring. And on the next inhale, lift your right leg, and on an exhale, ground down your right foot behind your left foot. See if you need to kickstand your left leg towards the left for more stability. And on your next inhale, reach your arm up, your right arm. Take a moment here in the opening of a modified side plank. And on your next inhale, come all the way up into gate pose. We take a moment here. And then on an exhale, side bend over your straight leg towards the right. Feel nice opening in your left side body. On the next inhale, ground down your left palm, lift your right leg, reach your right arm forward. We take 3 pulses, back to gate and forward. Inhale here, exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend to the back of the mat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend, stay here, and then twist or pivot rather to the back of the mat. Rearrange your legs and come into a runner stretch. Your right leg is forward, your right foot is flexed. Draw your right hip backward. Inhale here, and on an exhale, gently fold over your right leg. You can use blocks underneath your hands, modify as needed. Make this class your class. On the next inhale, half lift, bend your knee and reach your arms up into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Send the weight of your hips forward into your right leg. Feel nice opening in your left hip flexors and your psoas. Opening up your chest towards the ceiling. Inhale here, and on an exhale, frame your front foot, lift your back leg, ground down your left palm, reach your right arm up and twist to your right. Feel an engagement in your left leg, in your left quadriceps. The next exhale, frame your front foot and push back into pyramid pose. Be gentle with yourself. It's beginning of class. Take a nice breath in your fold. The next inhale, half lift. Bend your front knee and bring your back knee behind your right leg. Come to sit, and we will twist open in half Lord of the Fishes towards your right knee. Feel nice opening in your spine, your crown reaches up. On your next inhale, crawl your hands towards the left and crawl all the way to the front of the mat and come back into tabletop position. We go for the second side. On your next inhale, straighten your left leg backward, curl toe your left foot under. We work back and forth for a few times, opening up our left hamstring. And then come back to neutral. On your next inhale, lift your left leg. And on an exhale, ground down your left foot behind you. Your left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Maybe you need to kickstand your right leg towards the right. On your next inhale, reach your left arm up and forward. We are in a modified side angle. On your next inhale, come all the way up in gate pose, and on an exhale, side bend to your left leg. Feel a nice stretch in your right side body. We go for 3 pulses here. On your next inhale, ground down your left palm, your right palm rather, lift your left leg. Exhale, ground your left foot and side bend to the back of the mat. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, side bend. Once more, inhale, ground down your right palm. Exhale, come back to gate bend. And next inhale, come up with your upper body, pivot to the back of the mat, rearrange your legs, and then come into a runner stretch. Your left leg is forward, your left foot is flexed. Take a moment here and half lift. Draw your left hip backward. Can use your left thumb in your left hip crease. And then on your next exhale, gently, mindfully fold over your left hamstring. Take a moment here to feel into the stretch of the left side. Next inhale, half lift, bend your front knee. Walk your right knee a little bit backward, and on the next inhale, reach your arms up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Send the weight forward into your left hip. Feel the opening in your right psoas. On your next exhale, ground down your palms, frame your front foot, lift your back leg and twist open to the left. Back leg is strongly engaged. Your glutes and your quadriceps are working. On your next exhale, frame your front foot and push back into pyramid pose. Be gentle and mindful with yourself. It's the first pyramid of this class. It won't be the last. On the next inhale, half lift. Bend your front knee slightly and bring your right knee behind your left calf. Come to sit and then twist to the left. Ground down your left palm. Elongate your spine in your half load of the fishes. Your crown reaches up. Take a breath here. And then crawl your hands towards the right and all the way forward, facing the front of the mat. On our next inhale, push back into Turbo Dog. In Turbo Dog, your knees are bent. We take a few rounds of spinal waves. On an inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, push back into Turbo Dog. Make this a yummy roll through your body, waking up all parts of our body, getting the energy moving. Take a few more rounds here. And then push back into down dog. Take a moment here to pedal out your feet, walk the dog, ground down your palms, externally rotate your upper arm bones away from your ears, reach your sit bones up. On your next inhale, reach your right leg up, exhale, knee to nose, hold for a moment, and then step your right foot forward in between your hands. We go for 3 parallel pulses here. Inhale, front knee is bent. Exhale, straighten your right leg, flex your right foot. On an inhale, come forward. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, straighten. Now we stay here. Fold over your right leg. Your back foot is slightly lifted. On your next inhale, bend your front knee, drop your left knee, reach your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Sit deep in your hips, in your right hips. We will come up for 3 times in a supported warrior 3. Curl toe, your left foot under. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your back leg. Inhale, come up. Low lunge. Exhale, come forward. Supported warrior 3. Inhale. Lanjanyasana. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, drop back into Anjanyasana. On an exhale, frame your front foot, lift your back leg, step back into plank. Inhale here and plank. On an exhale, chaturanga, come all the way down. Ground down your forehead. On an inhale, cobra. Exhale, push back into down dog. Second side. On an inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Take a moment here. Hold, feel into your strength. And on an exhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. We go for 3 pulses here. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, straighten into pyramid. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, straighten. Stay here. Fold over your left leg. Your back foot is slightly lifted. Next, inhale, bend your front knee, release your right knee to the ground, and inhale, reach your arms up, Anjanyasana, opening up your chest towards the ceiling, the stretch in your right quadricep. You will go for 3 passes into supported warrior 3. Curl toe, your back foot under, inhale here, exhale, come up. Warrior 3, inhale, ground, exhale, come forward, inhale, come back into Anjanyasana, exhale, come forward, strong standing leg, inhale, push back into Anjanyasana. Take another moment here to open up your hip area. And on an exhale, frame your front foot and push back into plank. Take your vinyasa. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Arms on a 90-degree angle. On an inhale, up dog. Ground down your palms. Pull your chest through. Your legs are strongly engaged. Exhale, down dog. Next inhale, come onto your tippy toes and tiptoe all the way to the front of the mat. Keep your legs straight as best as to your ability. Take a moment here, grab your opposite elbows, dangle over your legs in a ragdoll. Keep your torso in contact with your thighs. Now your next inhale, vertebra per vertebra. Come all the way up and exhale, Tadasana. Take a moment in Tadasana. Ground down through your feet. Your sternum lifts, your crown reaches up, your palms are facing forward. Feel all 4 edges of your feet on the ground. On the next inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, belly button to your spine. On an inhale, half lift. On an exhale, step your left leg backward, ground down your left knee. Inhale, Anjanyasana. Curl toe, your back foot under, and lift into high crescent lunge. High crescent lunge, your feet are hips distance wide, your front knees bent in a 90-degree angle, and your knee and ankle is stacked. We will pulse into runner stretch for 3 times. Inhale here, exhale, drop your left knee, straighten your right leg, reach your arms backward. On an inhale, come up, high crescent, exhale, bend your back leg, reach your arms backward, straight, right leg, inhale, come up, exhale, once more, runner stretch, and then hold. Next inhale, come all the way up into high crescent, fly your arms back and lift into warrior 3. Strong right standing leg. Ground down your right palm, and for you the option to either open up into half moon, or if you have your Chapasana in your practice, you can bend your back leg and grab your back foot. In either case, our hips are open now. In Chapasana, push your foot into the hand into the foot. Take a moment here in your balance. Maybe you like to use a block under your right hand. Maybe you like to use a strap around your left foot. Use whatever nurtures you today. And then on your next inhale, release your back foot and step back into warrior 2. Ground down in warrior 2. Your front knee is bent. Scoop your right hip under. Strong back leg. Back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. We will pulse for 3 times. Inhale, straighten your leg, arms upward, big circle. Exhale, bend your front knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Now stay here. Reach your right hand, arm forward, hinge forward at your hips and come into your triangle pose. You can slide a block underneath your right hand or ground down your right hand either outside or inside of your right foot or on your shin. And when you have your balance, open up your left arm towards the ceiling. See if you can open up your chest even more. Take a moment here, and on your next inhale, slightly bend your front knee and push back into Skandasana. Your left knee is bent, your right foot is flexed. You can always use your hands onto the ground for stability. And when you like, you can open up your arms. Take a moment here. And this deep stretch of our right hamstring and the opening of our left hip area. And next inhale, bend your right knee, Skandasana to the right. Flex your left foot. Skandasana to the left. Skandasana to the right, and then grab your front foot and lift your back leg. Come up into high crescent lunge for a moment. Straighten your front leg and step forward. Meet me in Tadasana. Second side. On an inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. On an inhale, half lift. Ground down your palms and step your right foot backward. Ground down your right knee. Anjaneyasana. We stay here just for a brief moment and then curl toe your right foot under. Lift into high crescent lunge. left knee is bent. We will pulse into runner stretch for 3 times. Inhale here, exhale, bend your back knee and fly your arms back into runner stretch. And then inhale, come up, exhale, bend and straighten. Inhale, come up, exhale, bend and straighten. Inhale, come up, high crescent. And then fly your hands back, fly your arms back. Strong front leg, and see if you can lift your back leg into warrior 3. Take a moment here, feel into your balance, into your strength. And then first release your left hand in front of you, open up your hip into either half moon, or if you have your Japasana on the side, bend your back leg, grab your foot, and take a moment in your sugarcane stretch. On your next inhale, release your foot and step back into warrior 2 on this side. Left knee is bent, scoop your left hip under. You will pulse for 3 times. Inhale, straighten your front leg, big circle with your arms. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And now hinge forward at your hip and open up into your variation of triangle pose. Next inhale, slightly bend your front knee and push back into Skandasana to the back of the mat. Your right knee is bent, open up your arms if you like. Notice if now on the second round your hamstrings are more open than in the beginning. Next inhale, bend your left knee, Skandasana to the left, flex your right foot. Use your hands if needed. Inhale, Skandasana to the right. And Skandasana to the left. Pivot to the front of the mat. Come up into high crescent for a moment. Straighten your front leg. And then step forward. Tadasana. Feel the earth beneath you. Engage your legs, your glutes, your quadriceps. On the next inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. On an inhale, half lift. Step your left leg backward, ground down your left knee. Reach your arms up, Anjaneyasana for a moment. And on an exhale, ground down your palms on the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot over to the right. And come into your lizard. Take a moment here in your lizard. And when you're ready, you can come onto your forearms. Maybe you like to place your forearms onto a block. Maybe you like to twist, then roll to the outer edge of your right foot. See if you can bend your back leg, grab your back foot, pull your heel towards your hip and take a moment here and opening in the twist. And then release. Ground down your left palm, lift your back leg, reach your right arm up into twist to the right. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Stack your right foot on top, side plank on the left. We will open up into our wide thing. Lift your right leg and ground down your right foot behind you. Push through your hips. Open up your chest to the ceiling. On the next inhale, ground down your right foot behind the left foot and release your left knee to the ground into a kickstand. We will come up into this gate variation. Bend your right knee and grab the top of your right foot, open up into this gate Chapasana mesh up. Feel a nice opening in your chest, in your right hip flexor. When you're ready, release your right foot. Lift your left leg, come into side plank for a moment, bend your upper knee, grab your right foot and step your right foot forward, lift your back leg and come up into standing split. Open up into your standing split. Your upper leg is working, strongly engage your glutes and your quadriceps. Doesn't matter if your leg is down here, as long as you work on really straightening your upper leg rather than bending it. Your next exhale. And then ground down your palms, step back into pyramid and release for a moment. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Tadasana. Second side. On an inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Pull your belly button in. Inhale, half lift. Ground down your palms and step your right leg backward. Ground down your right knee. Brief moment in our Anjaneyasana. Place your hands on the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot towards the left. Take a moment in your lizard. You can swing from side to side. Notice if the sides feels different. Maybe the side is tighter or maybe it's even more open. Just explore. And when you're ready, you can come onto your forearms for a moment. If you like to come into your twisted lizard, roll to the outer edge of your left foot, ground down. Your right forearm diagonal onto the mat. And then bend your back leg and see if you can reach around and pull your right heel towards your right hip. Twist open your chest to the left and towards the ceiling. On your next exhale, release everything, come onto your hands, lift your back leg, ground down firmly through your right palm, reach your left arm up and twist open towards the left. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot, stack your left foot on top, side plank on this side. Gauge your glutes, your side core muscles are working. On your next inhale, lift your upper leg and open up into wild thing on this side. Push through your hips. On your next exhale, ground down your left foot and release your right knee towards the mat. Kickstand your right leg to the right. We come all the way up into gate pose. Lift your back leg And then bend your back leg, reach your left arm around, grab the top of your foot and open up into this gate Chapasana mesh up. You can open up your chest. Push your foot into the hand into the foot. Feel nice opening in your left psoas. Next, exhale, release, come back into side plank, bend your upper knee, grab your left foot and step your left foot forward. Lift your back leg, walk your hands forward and then lift your right leg and come up into standing split on this side. Keep on working to straighten the upper leg. Strongly engage your quadriceps, your glutes. This helps to open up and to find some strength in our legs. It's not only about the stretching of the hamstrings, it's also about strengthening the opposite muscles, like the quadriceps and the hip flexors. And next, exhale. Release your hands and step back with your right leg into pyramid for a moment. Fold over your left leg. Next, inhale, half lift and step forward into a forward fold. Feel the opening in your hamstrings. The next inhale, come all the way up, vertebra per vertebra. Exhale, Tadasana. The next inhale, reach your arms up, Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, half lift, exhale, step back or hop back into Chaturanga. Take your vinyasa and we meet in down dog. Release your knees towards the ground for a moment. Take a child's pose. Ground down your forehead. Walk your hands forward. Keep this child's pose slightly active. And on the next inhale, walk your hands backward, come onto your shins and swing your legs forward into staff pose. Bend your knees and bring your feet into butterfly position. You can sit on a blanket if you like. Grab your ankles, straighten your spine. Actively draw your knees towards the ground. It doesn't matter how far your knees are getting towards the ground. It's just the idea of actively working into the opening of our groins and also into the opening of our outer hip area. Take a moment here. Maybe you like to walk your hands forward and fold. Maybe you like to clasp your hands underneath your feet and fold over. Then see if you can release your elbows onto your shins and assist yourself in opening up the groin area. Forward folds are calming our nervous system, sending signals into our body that everything is okay and that we're safe to release and to surrender. On your next inhale, walk your hands backward, straighten one leg to the side and then the other leg. Come into a wide-legged seat. Bring your hands in front of you and rock your pelvis back and forth a few times as best as to your ability. We're making space in our hip area. And then come to stillness and center, and maybe now you can walk your hands forward a bit more. You can come onto your forearms. You can use a block underneath your forehead. Feel into your groins, your inner thighs. And remember this rocking back and forth and the pelvis tilt forward. Maybe your feet, your toes are pointing forward, but keep your feet flexed. See if you can walk your hands even further. And of course, if you have it in your practice, you can ground down your torso. Just feel into your own body and adjust to your needs. Every body is different and every day is different. It's just on us to acknowledge and nurture our current needs. The next inhale, slowly and mindfully walk your hands backward. Bring your hands underneath your knees, bend your knees. Straighten the legs forward for a moment. Maybe you like to shake out your legs and then make your way down onto the ground. Ground on your sacrum, your spine, your shoulder blades. Straighten the legs forward. And then bend your right knee into your chest. Draw your right knee towards the left. Reach your right arm up and around. Come into a supine twist. Next inhale, come back to center, switch legs, straighten your right leg, bend your left knee into your chest, draw your left knee towards the right, reach your left arm up and around to the left. Your chest is facing upwards. Try to draw your shoulder blades underneath you. On the next inhale, come back to center, bend your legs, grab the outer edges of both feet, draw your knees towards the ground, ground down your sacrum, your whole spine, your shoulder blades, and your head. Take a moment in your happy baby. Maybe you like to straighten one leg and then the other. Or maybe you like to straighten both legs. Just do what feels right for you now. And then we all straighten our legs towards the ceiling. And on an exhale, slowly descending towards the ground. Widen your legs to both sides. Widen your arms to both sides. Palms are facing up. On an inhale, lift your chest. Draw your shoulder blades underneath you. Exhale, ground down. Close your eyes. Shavasana. Take a moment here to surrender, to feel the ground, the stability underneath you. Just feel how open we are now in our body, that we released some tightness in our body, but also in our mind. Take a few moments here in stillness and just enjoy the fresh energy circling through your body. Bring the awareness back to your body. Take a deep inhale here. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Give yourself a good morning stretch. Roll to the right side of your body in a fetal position. And when you're ready, push yourself up into a cross-legged seat. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. Release your hands onto your knees. Straighten your spine. Feel into your body. And then thank yourself for taking the time, showing up today, for taking such good care of yourself, to give yourself some space to feel into your body, to move around the mat, to create some heat, and to share your energy with me. Bring your hands in front of your chest in prayer. Give ourselves a silent Om, drawing inwards. Bow down in gratitude. Bring your hands onto your third eye area. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining my class today, and I hope to see you next time.